back a few laps ago while we were in the commercial break and show you exactly what happened as Ricky Stenhouse and Elliott Sadler. And it looked like Ricky said, you know, it's still too early.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is Ricky Stenhouse or his spotter maybe saying, hey, look, Elliott Sadler's car is really flying right now. Let's just let him go. We got a bigger picture to worry about.
Did you hear it? He said, let him have it. And what's going through Elliott's mind? Oh, if we wouldn't have had that crash back at Phoenix, what might have been.
Well, all you can do is take the moment that's here, and Elliott Sadler's big thing is when he came here this weekend, win a race.
He's got the bit between his teeth right now. He's second place by a second as you're on board with Carl Edwards for the moment, and as he is closing on his teammate at Roush Fenway Racing. You know, the irony in all this, we were talking about the fact Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Trevor Bayne, as he surrenders another spot, do not have confirmed rides yet. Saw Jack Roush before qualifying. He said, yeah, the plan is to get one of them into Cup, the other into Nationwide, and Jack was saying that right now we're talking to the Wood brothers with Ricky getting his championship, probably would want to move him back up to Cup, get Trevor a championship in the Nationwide Series.
Well, I know he's got two young drivers that he's not going to let get too far away from Roush Fenway Racing because these are the future. Not that there are other drivers that are doing a fantastic job, but they're going to keep them around.
All right, guys, here's the moment that Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and all his fans have been waiting for. 6 cars are now officially out of this race. Riggs, Miller, Carter, Speed, Skinner, and Shepard, and you're looking and riding on board with your new Nationwide champion, Rookie of the Year last year, and a champion this year.
Well, it's well deserved. He's done a terrific job the entire year, and what a big change from just over a year ago.
24-year-old from Olive Branch, Mississippi.
It's about neutral on entry, not tight, but not.
I don't think they've told him that.
Probably wait till the competition caution coming up here in a couple of laps and tell him what the situation is, and they'll regroup, go out here and try to win this thing.
That should be coming up at lap number 35. What are you hearing down there, Dave Burns?
Well, who knew Ricky Stenhouse would be so good? I'll tell you who did. Ricky Stenhouse, his dad. He was a sprint car racer who knew his kid was going to be good the first time he put him in a sprint car. He was an accomplished go-kart racer, was Ricky Jr., but Sr. took his car out for a test session, asked everyone if they minded at age 15 if he could put little Ricky in the race car. He took some practice laps. Ricky Sr. saw what he saw, and he said, I quit right that day. Ever since then, he's been helping his son get to the highest levels in racing, and now he's looking off the pit box at a NASCAR Nationwide Series champion.
Got to be a proud feeling for Papa on the right side of the screen, and eventually they're going to get around to telling Ricky. Right now he's running in that 5th spot ahead of his teammate Trevor Bayne. There is Brad Keselowski as he is going around some slower traffic. Elliott Sadler in 2nd place, also with some lap vehicles to work around. Is 1.4 seconds behind the race leader. And then 3rd place is Clint Boyer, who's 1.8 seconds. And we have our 3rd caution, which is the competition caution we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast. NASCAR wants to let everybody take a look at those Goodyear tires because of the lack of practice yesterday due to the rain.
Competition caution serves as a couple of things, and one of those is, Marty, to look at the tires, make sure you don't see any undue tire wear. But the other thing is it gives the teams a chance to make an adjustment on their car that maybe they didn't get to make in practice.
Yeah, it was really interesting going into pre-qualifying today, and I'm asking everybody, so what kind of race car you got? I have no idea because we didn't get enough laps.
And see, now they do, and they can make an adjustment and try to catch this 22 car.
Well, I'll tell you what, Brad Keselowski, he's had 7 top 2 finishes this year, including 4 of his last 6 starts. And he has looked very good in the early goings of this race here tonight. The lucky dog is going to be the 52 of Kevin LePage. So Kevin's going to get to come back around. That'll give us 33 cars on the lead lap.
Yeah, as this race goes into the evening, this racetrack's going to change a little bit. Maybe not as much as some others, so these drivers and crews are going to have to adjust on the cars a little bit. If the car's good right now, you may have to make an adjustment as this tightens up just a little bit.
Smoke coming from the 28 of Derek Cope. That's not a good sign for his team. as he is making his way down. And here comes everybody in. As they make their way down pit road, we're going to send it first to Jamie Little.
First pit stop of the day. The goal for Denny Hamlin and the 18 team, stay ahead of the 60. He hasn't done that. He's 3 positions behind the 60, saying he's tight through the center and through the middle. They need to fix him up to get ahead. Dave?
The pit crew that Hollywood Armstrong showed you at the beginning of the show goes to work. One of the things they'll do, pull a spring rubber from the left rear wheel well area to make the car turn better. Dr. Punch?
Elliott Sadler said the car's pretty good, a little snug in the middle, a little free off. Don't change anything. Let's see what sticker tires will do. Bottom of your screen, right lower corner. Brad Keselowski leaving now. Said the car on a scale of 1 to 10 is a 5 tight. And check the splitter. I think I'm hitting the splitter, and he will lose the race. No, he will actually win the race off pit road at Sadler next.
Keselowski, Sadler holds station. Edwards picks up a spot at the expense of Clint Boyer. Brian Scott, the big winner here, as he picks up 6. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. loses 3, as does his teammate Trevor Bayne. So let's show you as we head to commercial break just how close it was. There's the race off pit road here at Homestead Miami Speedway in the Ford 300.